Hi everyone, this is Arlene with a video for My Favorite Things. Today I'd like to share a couple of projects that I created using the new Up, Up, and Away stamp set. It's from the Inspired By collection by My Favorite Things, and it's an awesome, awesome stamp collection. So let me go ahead and start off with my first project. I created a card, and this is 5.5 by 5.5 square. And the paper collection that I'm using is by Webster's Pages. It's called Postcards from Paris, and it's an older collection, but it went perfectly with the Up, Up, and Away stamp set because it contained the hot air balloons, which coordinates really well with the stamp set. And the dynamics that I used here on the front of my card are and I have them here on my desk, the scalloped ribbon, which is new for this release, and this is from a previous release. This is the Simply Scallops medium. And for the sentiment, the sky's the limit, which is from the stamp set, I cut that out using the circle die from the Sweet Stack Dynamics. And then I used the smaller doily from the decorative doily set that's part of this May release. Okay, really, really cute. And it goes with the large decorative doily that's been available on the MFT website. It's really cool. Okay, so you'll see that I cut out the Simply Scallops die over here with the Hot Fudge cardstock on the MFT website, which is available on the MFT website. And then I put little pearl, brown pearl blings by Recollection on the scallops. And then here's the decorative ribbon die that I cut out in green cardstock, and then I used some really pretty shimmery brown ribbon and I ran that through the center of that. And then there's just some bling, and then I cut out a hot air balloon from the Webster's Pages paper collection and popped that up on some dimensionals. And then this is the inside. So these hot air balloons are part of the stamp collection, the Up, Up, and Away stamp collection. And then these little clouds here are also part of the stamp collection. And the cool thing about the clouds that come in the Up, Up, and Away stamp collection is they coordinate well with the Flat Bottom Dynamics die, flat bottom clouds dynamics die. So you can actually stamp, cut it out, or cut it out and stamp, and it coordinates perfectly. So that's the inside, and then the sentiment here, always have high hopes, that's from the stamp collection as well. So that's my card, and then I want to go ahead and share a mini album that I created using the Up, Up, and Away stamp set. And I also used the same paper collection by Webster's Pages, the Postcards from Paris. And this is the mini album here. It's a pretty large mini album. It started off as an 11.5 by an 11.5 die, which I cut out with my AccuCut, and then I cut it right down the middle to create a book out of the die. It's typically used as I guess a layout background, but I made it into a mini album instead. And then I laid down the Webster's Pages paper, cut out the hot air balloons from the paper collection, and then I popped them up on dimensionals. And then here's what I mean. I die cut the clouds with some white cardstock, and then I stamped the clouds from the Up, Up, and Away stamp collection right onto the cutout die, so it coordinates perfectly. And then Time Flies here. This is actually from the typewriter alphabet stamp set available on the MFT website, and then I just punched those out with my 1/2-inch circle punch. And then here's another hot air balloon from the Up, Up, and Away paper collection. Now this bottom part is just so fun. I actually made these burlap leaves myself. And then here's the notch tag, which is available with this release as well. And it looks like this. This is the notch tag set, dynamic set. Comes with a lot of cute little, look at that little onesie, it's so adorable. So basically that's what I used, and then I stamped Up, Up, and Away from the stamp collection. And then you'll see that I used a lot of these wedding sprays, really fun, to add some fun accents to the cover of a mini album. I have a Tim Holtz clock here, a little metal butterfly. I have some I Am Rose's flowers. I punched out some Martha Stewart. This is a Martha Stewart punch, these oak leaves. I punched it out in the paper collection. And then here are the rolled daisies, and I just absolutely love this die. This is it, and I have a tutorial out on my channel on how to put this together, but so super fun. So I used the paper collection on these two, and then I popped some pearls in the center, and then I used MFT felt on this one here. So that's my cover, and then it just opens like that. And then I kept this page simple because I want to be able to put full-size pictures on here, so I didn't put too much down on this album. I want some a lot of space for pictures. And the paper is just so pretty. Over here I used the larger die from the decorative doily duo. And I think I had already put it out here. Yes, it's just the larger of the two that I used. And these are really fun, you guys, just super fun. So I used the larger one, as you can tell. Cut it out with the design paper. And then I used the circle again from the Sweet Scallops die-namics. And then I stamped the sentiment from the paper collection, Always Have High Hopes. And then over here, this dress form was cut out using my AccuCut. And then I just put some lace and I Am Rose's flower and some pearls. Really pretty. And then over here on this dress form on the page, I decided to add a butterfly. And I layered this itty bitty butterfly using 2 of the MFT die-namics. I used the butterfly die-namics, which is this one here, and I used the small butterfly of this die on the bottom. And then over that, I used the little butterfly from the notch tag set. And that's this one right here with the little holes. So they actually layer on top of each other perfectly. You guys can see those. Okay, so that's that. And I just cut it out with the design paper. Then over here, I have the large decorative doily die. And then I have a sentiment on here that I just stamped. I cut this out with the Spellbinders die, and then it says, "Take me away" from the stamp collection. And then it's a little pocket. I didn't adhere it down all the way, so I could put a little tag on there. And this is a sentiment from the paper collection, and it's stamped on one of the dies from the Worn Greetings die-namics die set. And then here's another one of the decorative doily duos on the back there. And then over here I have an Upsy Daisy cut out with the Upsy Daisy die-namics die. And then the leaves I cut out in felt. So really fun. And then on the next page, I actually did some crackling on this wood Sizzix frame. I did the crackle technique with the crackle medium. And then over here, I have another one of my burlap canvas leaves, I'm sorry. And then here are the Upsy Daisy, not the Upsy Daisy, I'm sorry. These are the rolled daisies again in felt and also in lightweight chipboard. The lightweight chipboard one is one of my favorites. I love it. Then here I stamped some more of the hot air balloons from the Up, Up, and Away stamp set. And then another crackled frame. And then this butterfly is cut out with the butterfly die-namics right here. I used the larger of the 3, this one right here. And I cut it out in coffee filters, and then I sprayed it with some of my Lindy Stamp Gang, and I just put 4 layers, and it's so pretty and fun. Over here I cut out a hot air balloon from the paper collection, and then I have a tutorial on how I created this dimensional Pretty Posy flower right here. And that was created using the Pretty Posies die-namics, and that's what that looks like. And the Sky's the Limit here. The Sky's the Limit is actually from the stamp set, and then here's more of the burlap leaves, or canvas leaves, I'm sorry, that I created, and then some I Am Rose's flowers. I love the shabby chic look that the canvas leaves add. Then over here we have the 1/4" rosette, and I cut that out with the Black Licorice cardstock by MFT. And then here's the small decorative duo doily. And I actually centered it right on the paper collection. So all of this is the paper collection, which is really nice. And then I just popped a Recollections bling in the center. And then here's the scallop ribbon trim that I cut out in felt, and then I added a strip of Jolie pearls on there, which is really fun. Here's more sprays and I Am Rose's flowers. Now this side is actually kind of fun, but first before I go into that, you'll see again that I have the scallop ribbon die-namics die cut out here in MFT felt, and then I ran some more of the Jolie pearl bling over the top. And then over here, this is the Worn Greetings, or one of the dies from the Worn Greetings die-namics set. It's this one right here. And what I did is I'm holding it together with some crinkled seam binding, but I created this accordion that can sort of hang, and I can put pictures of my 3 boys or however I want to do that there, but I definitely wanted to have more space to be able to add little photos, and at the same time be able to add photos down here. So this sort of does that for me. It creates more real estate when you do something like that on a mini album, which I like. So I'm just going to tie that back. And then over here, I just have some of the Puffy Daisies by I Am Roses, and then more of their cherry blossoms, and then some Recollections bling in the center. And then over here, I just have a photo matting that I created using my Spellbinders. And then I have the Simply Scallops medium die cut here, cut out in felt. And then again, more of those Jolie pearl bling. And then I cut out this balloon, hot air balloon from the paper collection. And this is actually from the Warm Greetings Dynamic set also. And it looks like that. And this sentiment is from the stamp collection. The balloon seems to stand still in the air while the earth flies past underneath. And then some I Am Roses bling. And then I kept this page really simple. I just stamped more of the hot air balloons from the paper collection and some of the sentiments from the paper collection. This one says up, up, and away 3 times. And this one says take me away 3 times. And then I cut out some of the balloons from the paper collection and popped them up on dimensionals. So that is my mini album. I really love the Inspired By collection, and this Up, Up, and Away stamp set is just amazing. And you'll really love it. It's really fun to work with. And again, it goes perfectly with the Postcards from Paris paper collection by Webster's Pages. So be sure to check out MFT. The release is awesome. Another awesome release, I should say, this month. But check them out at www.mftstamps.com. And here are my projects again, and I'll have some pictures in a second. Thanks for watching. Bye.